Our next topic of the day, guys, is going to be about Gears of War and the lack thereof of Gears of War viewership. And so I want to talk about this, guys, and kind of go in depth about it because it's been something that's been bothering me now for a while. And it's just, honestly, guys, it's sad to me how the viewership of Gears of War is so low. But not only that, as far as following is concerned, as far as the amount of streamers, the amount of content creators that there are, there's just a real lack of everything in general. So let's talk about it. Guys, you obviously know that I am a huge fan of Gears of War. I've said this on multiple occasions, I'll say it again. The big three in gaming for me, and everyone's got their favorite games, right? The big three for me are Gears of War, Call of Duty, and StarCraft. And you can see in the background of all of my videos, guys, I have all three posters up of my three, favorite franchises, right? Gears, StarCraft, Call of Duty, okay? When one of those or multiple of those games, franchises, are not doing very good or reaching their full potential, it really bothers me. And there's obvious reasonings for these things, but I want to kind of talk about how, kind of not really focus so much on the developers and such, because we talked about that in the past. But I think that this is honestly, for Gears of War, self-inflicted by the community. So if you go on Twitch, right, you obviously can, search any of the games and you can see which games are doing, how many followers there are, how many viewers there currently are, and things of that nature. On any given day right now in Gears of War, and Gears 5 in particular, you will see that Gears 5 at the time of this recording has about 330 viewers, okay? That's not that good, right? It's just not. It's not that great, right? Not very good. Number one, and then number two is the followers of this game. It has 139,000 followers, so basically 140,000 followers, guys. That is not that many followers, especially for a title of the magnitude of Gears of War. Now, in comparison, if we go to Gears of War 4, okay, you'll see there's only 12 viewers on here, but of course this was the last iteration of Gears of War. It has 12 viewers currently, but it had 832,000 followers, a lot more. I mean, it was pushing 1 million followers in its life cycle. Gears 5 currently is on pace, because it's been out for a little while now. It's on pace to probably have, I would say, maybe 500,000 followers by the time Gears 6 comes out. And that's just not cutting it as a community, as a game. It's just not cutting it. Now, there are people who are certainly grinding Gears of War through everything, thick and thin. I enjoy, streaming Gears of War when I can. J Motions is a great streamer. You guys should definitely check him out. You guys should check out Jippery McLeod. But even all of these people who are streaming the game, look, I mean, they're passionate about the game, but the problem is there's not enough people streaming the titles, guys. I mean, when you kind of can go down a list and it doesn't take very long to start, going down that list, obviously that tells you there's not enough people streaming it. There's not enough people creating YouTube content on Gears of War. It's just an obvious thing, guys, and I think that it's a very untapped game, I guess you could say, where many people, if you enjoy Gears of War at least, we obviously don't want you to stream something you don't enjoy, but if you enjoy Gears of War, stream Gears 5, because you could really build something special on Gears of War, because when you look at these numbers, there's obviously 139,000 followers, so there are still over 100,000 people that are following the game, but yet there's only not even 1,000 viewers. that's huge. I mean, that could really, that's like, that could be, you know, I mean, you could really build something special from the Gears of War community if you enjoy Gears of War. So if you're a Gears of War player, think about streaming. If you are a streamer and you like Gears of War, why are you not streaming Gears of War? Because, man, there's a massive opportunity here. And then on top of all of that, it's not only helping yourself, but it's also helping the game grow if you want to see continued iterations of the Gears of War franchise. Now, in comparison, guys, my other favorite game, my other favorite franchises is Call of Duty. And if you go to the most recent Call of Duty, that being Modern Warfare, you can see that we have that Call of Duty has about 10,000 viewers right now, which is pretty good. It's not great. I still think that Call of Duty has a massive amount of opportunity of growth, but it has 1.7 million followers right now, pushing 2 million followers, right? And this game came out, came out after Gears 5 and has amassed that many followers. Now, this is obvious that Call of Duty and Gears of War, the personalities on Call of Duty, there's so many more of them than there are in Gears of War. But what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is that Gears 5 and Gears of War in general has a ton of potential, a ton of untapped potential, right? Me as a content creator and as a YouTuber, as a streamer, I stream Gears when I can, but I more so make YouTube content. So I love making Gears of War YouTube content when I can. I think one of the most important things, though, guys, is actually streaming, streaming Gears of War, which is something that I try to do when I can. I certainly love playing Gears of War. I love Gears 5. I think it's a great game. This video and this portion of the show, though, guys, I really want to stress to all of you that there's an opportunity here. If you love playing video games and you love Gears of War, you should be streaming Gears 5. And there's just no question about it. And if you go to Mixer, the viewership is even lower on Mixer than it would be on Twitch. So all I'm saying is if you just stream on Mixer, which is, of course, an Xbox owns Mixer, so, stream it. Like, just do it, guys. If you love making content on YouTube and you're a Gears fan, Gears of War content might be the thing for you to make some content around. Obviously, guys, I'll always say this, though. I will always be an advocate for creating content based around multiple games. Don't just stick with one game. Kind of branch out, do multiple different games, talk about multiple different games, play a few different games, but, I'm not saying you only have to stream one game, because me personally, I stream Gears and COD. Those are the two games that I stream. So, and every once in a while I'll stream something else, just to kind of freshen things up. But if you stream, a few different titles, you're kind of, you're doing a good job, because not only are you kind of sticking, kind of keeping your options open, but it's also so that you don't get burned out from just playing one game for too long. So I think, though, guys, what I'm trying to just say is that there's opportunity in Gears of War. There's opportunity in Call of Duty. I think Gears of War, though, is so underappreciated. It is unbelievable how this is a game that is getting 330 viewers at any given time throughout the day. I only see it jump over 1,000 viewers when there's a tournament going on. And that's pretty much it, though, guys. There's so much potential in Gears of War. And I want to help be a part of the growth of it, and try to motivate you guys. If you're into Gears of War, don't just sit around on the sidelines and, complain to the developers. Do something about it. Play the game, build a following, and you just never know where it could go. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it, guys. But I believe that Gears 5 is very underappreciated. It's undervalued. If I could buy stock in it, I would, because, man, it's so undervalued. Sure, is it the best, Gears of War game ever made? I think it's actually up there, but even if most people don't think it is, it's still Gears of War. This is a franchise that was built, a while back. It dates back to the Xbox 360, and it's been a strong IP ever since. So why wouldn't you believe in at some point or another that it's going to just keep going up? I just, that's just my personal take on it, guys. I'd love to hear your take, though. Let me know in the comment section below.